Okay, so this is what I've got of the original video that I have taken down. I had to recover it on my phone because I deleted it once I'd uploaded it to YouTube, and to make space on my phone because it was in 4K quality, so it was like 2 to 3 gigabytes of space it was taking up. So I needed the space on my phone at the time because of other videos, the wrestling videos I was doing. But basically, yeah, I had to recover this video, and this has given me a rubbish quality like WhatsApp one, which is under 100 megabytes, so it's not going to be very good quality or very clear. But that's not the point. It's not about making it look good or bad or whatever. The whole reason for re-uploading this is because I had to take it down, because yeah, I must admit, at the end of the video I did make a bit of a bad taste, and said, you know, kind of, that you can't park there, mate, and made a bit of a joke of it when it was a serious video to start with. And the whole reason behind me doing this video was because right outside my window I heard it sounded like an explosion go off. I looked out the window, didn't see anything going on. 10 minutes later I look out the back window and see this going on, so I come out to film it, to raise awareness yet again, like the ones that were further down the road last year, when the kids kept crossing the road from the college and almost getting run over and causing accidents there. And I said that this road's just dangerous, like it's just dangerous in general. And I even said in them videos, further down this road there's always accidents. So basically in my mind back then was, every time something happens down this road I'm going to film it, because so much stuff happens down this road. A couple of weeks before this happened, on the corner here there was bits of a motorbike, there's people speeding up and down here early hours of the morning, there's people crashing into the island that's up to the right of this woman here who keeps trying to get involved or whatever, but without saying anything to me, to my face, and coming over, but saying on social media that I shouldn't be posting videos, it's privacy, blah blah blah, and that she was only there because she was helping. Well, I'll say it again. How have you done anything, love? You know, alright, you're a first person there or whatever, but all I see is you're just standing around talking to paramedics, like gossiping. And you say that you were there and you were first on the scene, blah blah blah. You haven't once said anything about who was in the right, who was in the wrong in your opinion or anything. You've added nothing to this whatsoever. All you've said is your piece about thinking that I can't film anything. And yet, what have you done? All you're doing is stand there vaping. While this guy here, he's the one that had the accident. He's walking around absolutely fine. He comes to my door and starts being mouthy, saying, you don't know I could have been dead. Well, how are you dead, mate? I could see in the video you walking around. I joke about it after this point. I can see you're clearly alright. I know the taxi driver's alright because the old boy next to me when I paused it at one point told me that he's alright. And then I find out later he only went to hospital just for precautionary reasons. So yeah, I'm re-uploading it because the road needs traffic lights. It needs to be made safer. And so that's why I'm re-uploading it. That's my reasons. And, you know, I've taken out the bits that people seem to have a problem with. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm done. Like, I'm still uploading the video. I don't care what it makes people look. Makes them look good or bad or whatever. Okay, so this is an extra bit that I'm just going to add on to the end, because then this will be in better quality and stuff. But yeah, that's where the accident happened, on that road there. Still, since that accident happened, there's been 2 or 3 times at least that I've heard people having to slam on their brakes or bib because someone pulling out on this road. Right, this bit just here, this bit is where my son crosses the road here. All the way along this bit is where kids cross the road, because there's no proper crossing on this road anywhere for kids to cross. Down there, just down there a little bit, there's another turning on the left. That one, there's sometimes some problems because of the way people pull out and pull in. And then another 100 or 200 meters down the road from there is where you've got the junction and turn-ins for where Pearl's Lane shops are and everything, right? So this one that's down here, you probably don't need anything there because it's just one turn-in, and it's not that bad, and it's in between this one and the one at Pearl's Lane. But I think this one here should have traffic lights here, because even though it's not a super busy road, this is like a slip road only for the acting school, the old people's homes, and the NHS buildings and stuff. And then there's another little slip road there, and then the one Westall Road that goes down to where the schools are. This is the one that you need, that needs it more than any other one, and the one down by Pearl's Lane, because of in the mornings. I mean, I'm just trying to see how many people actually turn into these roads right now, but in the mornings it's a lot because of the people going to schools. Because down there you've got Davenant School, you've got Debden Park School, you've got St John's Fish or whatever. There's a few schools down there. So in the mornings and in the afternoons, this road gets used a lot. And this is like the middle of the day now. This is about the same time that the accident happened the other week, right? So as you can see, this is the sign here that's been hit before. This part here, this is where bits of a bike were, a motorbike, up until a couple of weeks before these guys had an accident here. The fence over there, I'm pretty sure that damage was there from before the accident the other week, and so that's from another accident. Just trying to think of all of the ones that I know 100% accidents along this road. Then we go up here, and this is where the island is in the road. And the amount of times that the bollard things, or whatever they're called, on this island have been smashed and knocked off, and then the bus stop that's there has been smashed into, is unbelievable. This one as well, this bus stop, this is one that someone hit as well 2-3 years ago and knocked it over, actually knocked it over, knocked it out of the ground. Now, granted, I don't drive. I don't want to drive. I don't know everything, how cars work, all the ins and outs and stuff. But what I do know is car versus human, car wins, doesn't it? So my concern is always about the safety of people having to walk around these places and not get run over. I mean, this bit here, you live down this bit, you have to walk along this slip road because there's no pathway. There's no pathway here. There's no pathway across the road either. So you have to cross the road down where the accident happened and then walk up this slip road here out of the way if you want to walk with any proper safety. Otherwise, you have to walk along this bit, which is, you know, this is a slip road or whatever that goes into places, and then you follow it right down there, and it goes to the college or whatever. But yeah, this is that island. This is the island that's in the middle of the road. This one here, amount of times that these bollard things have been knocked off of here. Go past here in the early hours of the morning on a Saturday or Sunday from the night before someone smashed into them or whatever. There was the fence in here as well. I think somewhere about there someone smashed into it, and that's why there's no fence in there. One of these bushes as well outside this old people's home. Old people's home. This is what I'm saying. There's old people's homes there and two down that part there. yeah, old people's homes. And people going to schools. And young children and families. And people try and use this as a bit of a racetrack at times. And then you get down here, and then that's where you can't go anywhere. When you get to the end here, it just ends. It's like the end of the slip road, so you'd have to turn around. But oftentimes right down the end there, people have tried to drive over that and then come down here. Then you've got the traffic lights down there, which is the ones where I said in my videos last year about the college kids just crossing the road however they want. But you know, the thing that really winds me up the most is how people only give a shit about how these videos make them look. And yet the whole point of these videos that I do is about the roads